Pinaparinggan mo ba kami? Oo.
So nagre-react yung mga best friends ko dito na pinariringgan ko daw ba sila? Hindi naman. Hindi to para sa inyo, pero kung tinamaan kayo, sorry na. Joke lang. Namaskaram. Namaskaram, namaste, or namaskar is a Hindu greeting that says, the light in me sees and acknowledges the light in you, or the God in me sees and acknowledges the God in you. My name is Marky Mendoza. Welcome to Reiki with Marky, and welcome to yet another meaningful episode here in our YouTube channel. So before anything else, you know the drill. Please do not forget to like, share, and subscribe to our YouTube channel. Do not forget to leave a comment down below for any comments, suggestions, or any personal dealings or experiences that you may need our spiritual advice in the future. You may also feel free to send us an email, naka-flash sa screen natin yung email address, and please send us a message. Tell us your story. We will also honor your identity should you wish to remain anonymous. Of course, ang importante matulungan namin kayo. Okay? And also, do not forget, kapag nagustuhan natin itong video na to, give it a big thumbs up para naman ma-motivate kami lalo to keep creating more meaningful contents in our YouTube channel. And yes, you guessed it right. So medyo ibang setting natin for today. And I know, medyo exposed na, sorry na. And we are here at the very beautiful island of Boracay, Philippines. And we are very privileged to finally have a quick break. Okay, it's been a long time, more than a year since I last traveled. And I'm really blessed to have this wonderful experience. And I'm really sharing this with you kahit na I'm on vacation right now. Sandali lang naman. But hindi ko mapigilan to create another meaningful content because it's really just timely. And as we all know, in February 14 is the Heart's Day or Valentine's Day. And what a perfect timing para din pag-usapan natin ang isang very hot topic about Valentine's Day. And of course, this is something that is celebrated, the most meaningful celebration, mostly syempre if you are celebrating this with someone, and we all know that. Pero syempre, hindi naman ito porque wala tayong kasama sa buhay to celebrate this with. Wala tayong ka-date. Sorry na. Wala tayong ka-date. Hindi na natin siya isi-celebrate. And do know that syempre, Valentine's Day may be mostly popularly celebrated amongst couples celebrating the love month. But syempre, it's the love month. So hindi naman porke wala tayong romantic relationships, hindi na natin isi-celebrate ito. After all, it is a celebration of love. Okay? So by the way, magpasensyahan nyo na before I fully continue with our episode today. Magpasensyahan nyo na kasi syempre naka-face mask din ako because we have to still follow our health protocols because before going here, we have to always undergo and follow all the health protocols and procedures. That includes health declaration, RT-PCR test, and I have gone through that. Lahat ng lahat ng documents that we need to file and adhere to nagawa natin. But most especially, we need to be very responsible when it comes to still maintaining the minimum health standards and protocols. And here by the beach, we are still required to wear at least face masks. And may face shield this here. Buti na lang it's allowed lang yung kahit yung hindi buo, kahit yung maliit lang, pwede. Pag tinakpan ko kasi kita niyo pa ba ako? Okay. Alright. So, going back sa ating topic for today. So, our topic in this episode is also very meaningful and a very controversial question. Why am I still single? And there are still, you would commonly hear, bakit sobrang galing sa career, napakagaling ng career, napakaganda ng career, pero when it comes to love life, it's a total opposite. Or, vice versa. Sobrang ganda ng love life, sobrang ganda ng flow ng love sa life natin, para pagdating naman sa career, ito naman na nagiging challenge. So in this episode, we will allow you to understand your energies as you emit them and how these energies has led you to your current situation. Remember, ano yung elements natin for us to understand what kind of energies we emit? There are 3 elements: our thoughts, decisions, and actions. we are also going to apply the 3 universal spiritual laws and how the 5 Reiki principles will also allow us to keep our feet on the ground and to us keep manifesting what we want and need to manifest in life. But first, let us understand one situation first. This is also one of the common things that I talk about, not just my clients, not just my students, when it comes to understanding their life, but mostly this is something that I always encounter as a very common life challenge of most people. So the first one is to understand very good ang career, soaring high, very successful, no doubt about it, hands off. You've done your great deal of your fair share in contributing to the success of your career, and that's really amazing for you. However, on the other side, bakit when it comes to love life, medyo mailap? And this is why. So first, thoughts, decisions, and actions. Pansinin mo, when you are very focused and doing well at work, when you wake up at work, you have 24 hours in a day, nothing more, nothing less. Sa 24 hours na yon, and if you are very self-driven or results-driven when it comes to work, imagine, gigising ka pa lang, the first thing that you will do is to organize your day. Check your emails, organize your schedule, make sure that you will follow and adhere to these schedules by the second, by the minute, by the hour. Bawal lumagpas, bawal sumobra. Nararatel tayo kapag di natin nasusunod yung schedule natin. In short, we are always making sure that our day will be organized when it comes to work. And that's true, especially if you're very results-driven and you are really aiming for great results for your career. Now, pansinin mo, meron ka pang motivation, kahit na alam mong it's already time for you to go home, you have a bigger motivation to do overtime. You have a bigger motivation to still make sure na lahat ng tasks tapos. Kung hindi tapos, you want to extend your time para matapos ito. Why? Because it's work. It puts food on the table. And it's nothing but essential, especially kapag mahal natin yung trabaho natin. Now, darating tayo sa time na tapos na, nakapag-overtime na, we have gone through a long EDSA traffic, let's say, kunwari. Tapos pagdating natin sa bahay, ang balak natin is magpahinga na. Balak natin is for us to really rest, settle down, recharge. And then, makakakuha tayo ng mga messages from work, makakakuha tayo ng mga email from work. Or yung mga out of nowhere, may mga emergencies that we need to attend to all because of work. And because mahal nga natin ang trabaho natin, of course, we're gonna check it, we're gonna a lot more time, exert more effort, make sure that we attend sa mga ganyang sitwasyon. More often than not, we will. And then, kung mapapansin mo, let's say, if we're gonna be mindful of our time, initially, dapat 9 hours lang tayo at work. And then, napapa-overtime tayo. Let's say maybe 2 more hours at work. Pag uwi natin, let's say, out of the 9 hours that we have at work, travel time, let's say, 3 hours. So that's 12 hours plus 2 hours. That's 15 hours in your 24-hour time. 15 hours ang nabawas, and majority of that is just work. You have essentially 8 hours that you have for you to rest and recover. Pero, di sa sitwasyon na binigay ko kanina, mag-check pa tayo ng email, sasagot pa, in short, nagtatrabaho pa rin tayo. Minsan nababawasan pa yung 8 hours na supposedly for sleep, supposedly for the time for us to recharge, the time for us to be full. Pero, nababawasan natin ito. When we visit our thoughts, decisions, and actions, it will always be around work. We will exert efforts about work. We will exert more time for work because we know it is important. And then, no doubt about it, when the law of resonance applies, and remember, the law of resonance, it's a universal spiritual law. It's the law of karma. Kung anong tinanim, siya nga anihin. Do not be surprised kung bakit sobrang galing sa work. Kasi, if you study your energy the whole day, every energy that you invest is all about work. Every energy you invest, your thoughts, your decisions, and actions are gearing towards work. And then, asan yung priority for love? Or maybe there is, but not too much. But let's understand the other situation. Let us say you are someone who is one of the lucky ones na talagang meron talagang relationship. And the focus is really the relationship. And I'm telling you, there are really people na ang focus talaga ng direction nila is really the relationship. Maybe they're the ones who have plans of settling down right away. Maybe these are the ones who have really, upon growing up, ang pangarap is makabuo ng pamilya. And there are really people like that. And then so you can see in their thoughts, decisions, and actions, they may have work, pero these are the people who may have very strict time when it comes to kung ano lang ang pagkakahati-hati ng priorities sa time in a day. Kung 9 hours at work, 9 hours at work, nothing more, nothing less. And then the rest, you will exert more efforts to meet the time and effort to meet your love, to care for your loved ones, to spend time, spend your energy. There are even times that these people have a better balance when it comes to priorities sa work. Minsan, they can easily give in to not focusing fully sa work. Let's say, under time, o kaya you will not go to work because the priorities of love is there. Or there will be times na you will skip work because of those priorities. And it really does happen. So napapansin mo, maraming energy for love, pero hindi ganun kadami yung energy for work. So equally, you will see, this will allow you to understand what kind of results am I driving towards. At syempre, kung anong tinanim, siyang aanihin. And remember, in the first universal spiritual law, we are all one and the same. We are all one and interconnected. That really means my story can be your story. Your story can be my story. In the end, it may not be a story that unfolds for us as well. But then again, this is something that we can hear all around us. Our friends, our family, or the people that we know. Because again, we are all one and the same. Now, every single time that you get to understand, bakit nga ba, kung ano man ang results, na depende on what energies you emit. Either priority is focusing on love or on career. Every single time that you're doing something and if feeling mo there is imbalance in these priorities, it's always going against the current or going against the flow. And naalala natin in our third universal spiritual law, the law of economy, what is meant for you shall always come at the path of least resistance. But in this case, every single time that we go against the flow, we're also going against the flow and there is resistance. And every time we feel that, laging it feels effort. It feels tiring, emotionally, physically, mentally, and spiritually. The key is to always balance everything. This is how we're gonna deal with it. There is always a way for us to balance things. How? You've said it right, and naisip nyo na, kung ano man ang mga priorities natin, kung ano man yung gusto nating maging outcome, either balance with work and career, or no matter how other life aspects need to be placed in full balance, ito lang naman yung formula. Now, it is never bad to focus on our priorities, most especially if it's work. Most especially if it puts food on the table. Most especially if this allows us to live a life with such level of comfort. That is not bad. But balancing everything is always the key. So, kung halimbawa, how do we balance it? Kung alam natin na hindi tayo pwedeng go lower than 9 hours because in a corporate setting, especially here in our Philippine law, we are required to have 40 hours a week of work time. And that would have been 9 hours in a day, including our paid and unpaid break schedules. Pero 9 hours ang required sa atin in the day to work. So alam natin we cannot go lower than that because that puts food on the table. Then make sure when we plan our day ahead, the 9 hours is non-negotiable, then go ahead. Non-negotiable. Para alam natin when it comes to our priorities in our career, alam natin na check na ito. Next naman, kapag alam naman natin na may time, halimbawa may schedule tayo today to focus on love, ilagay din natin ito sa priorities natin by putting equal priority doon sa kaya nating ibigay. Of course, hindi natin mabibigay yung buong 9 hours because 9 hours, tapos sa 24 hours lang natin, wait lang, napasubo ako sa math, sorry. Hindi ako mabilis okay, 24, tapos 9, 15. nakabawi. Okay, so there's 15 hours left in our priorities in our day na pwede natin i-squeeze in yung balance natin. And pabigyan na natin sa sarili natin yung 8 hours of sleep as well. Syempre, kailangan natin to recover. So, ito na naman tayo sa math. 15 minus 8. Okay, so 7. Okay, so may 7 hours pa tayo to juggle everything. And let's make sure na kung halimbawa, kasi let's be realistic, may travel time pa if we are still going to work in this time of pandemic, or if we are doing a work from home situation, edi better kung sa 7 hours na kaya natin i-squeeze in, how many hours yung i-dedicate natin sa love. And there's no judgment for that. Remember, pwede kasi the other party is also busy, or kung parehong available, make sure that you also become very transparent with your time. So if you have someone, you can allot 2 hours, and make sure you also adhere to it. Make sure that you always focus in balancing that. Pag na-fulfill mo si 2 hours, at least hindi man siya kasing haba nung 9 hours that we spent at work, and you promised and you dedicated the 2 full hours for loved ones or for the romantic partner natin, edi that is also a perfect opportunity na nabibigyan mo ng balance yung ating love. And same goes kapag sa ano naman, ang challenge naman is wala naman tayong love. We are doing well with our work, setting our priorities really well, making sure that we adhere to the time or the schedule that we are going to set. And then, kung wala tayong love, and we would want to manifest love, we need to put ourselves out there. We need to do things, we need to create energies for us to get there. How? Thoughts, decisions, and actions. Are you even doing efforts for you to know, for people to know that you're there, for people to know that you are also wanting to experience love, to find love? Kasi kung hindi, medyo parang, paano natin mamamanifest kung hindi naman tayo gumagalaw? Paano natin mamamanifest if our thoughts, decisions, and actions does not resonate love? We have to think of it. We need to keep processing it in our thoughts, in our minds. We have to keep choosing it by deciding, today, I have spare time, I have extra time. Do I choose to put myself out there? Be on, like for example, dating apps, or have time to chat with people, get to know people. These are the things that we would need to insert in our day for us to finally add energies into love. And again, thoughts, decisions, actions, take action into it. Make sure that you really engage. Make sure that you always respond. Make sure that you also find time on how you will really get it known. Okay? Now, remember, when you keep doing this, darating yung time, ang magandang tip doon, you know yourself. Ang magandang tip doon, kilala mo yung sarili mo, and alam mo na when it comes to work, kung gamay na yung work, hindi na siya yung tipong kailangan 24/7 nakatutok ka. Hindi na siya yung parang kailangan yung buong energy mo tutok na tutok doon because you've already received your level of comfort. We will put more attention to the ones that need some working on. So, if ang focus is love, edi kung gamay na yung work, and then let's give love more focus. Bibigyan natin ng more energies, more thoughts, more decisions, more actions. And then, you've guessed it right, the law of resonance or the law of karma or the law of attraction will always apply. Why? Dahil kung anong tinanim, siya din ang aanihin. And you know what? This may be a topic about love and career, but if you're gonna think about it, this is also the same formula that we're going to follow kung ano man ang gusto nating i-manifest sa buhay. Kung ano man yung gusto nating i-improve. May it be love, may it be career, may it be sa self. How do we improve ourselves? It's always to improve your thoughts, improve your decisions, improve your actions. And then, repeat the process over and over dahil kung ano nga tinanim, siya ay aanihin. And again, my story is your story. Your story can be my story. And let us all surrender to the flow. And how do we always surrender to the flow? By following our 5 Reiki principles. Just for today, I will trust. Just for today, I trust no matter how life unfolds for me today. Kahit na I feel the push and pull, I may be experiencing a lot of success in work, but now I am doing things for me to surrender to finding that love. I trust that it will happen. And just for today, I shall work honestly. I will definitely work my way to being honest with myself. Are there things that I need to improve in myself? Are there things na yung mga experiences ko sa past? Na-heal ko na ba? That's the blessing right there. Because today, when you do, as you work on those things every day, it is definitely a blessing. A blessing that will keep unfolding day after day. And you know what? After that, you will definitely find peace. Because in the end, as you are focusing on this, you're focusing on mindfulness, you are really focusing on how you will develop inner peace. And you know what? You will develop more respect. Respect towards other people, respect towards yourself. And that is our episode for today in a very sunny, perfect weather here in Boracay, Philippines. If again you like this video, do not forget to hit and give it a thumbs up. And do not forget to like, share, and subscribe to our YouTube channel. Do not forget to leave a comment down below and share this to your friends and family para naman makatulong din sa kanila. And also, remember, this really motivates us to always have and create meaningful contents. Ang mahalaga is makatulong kami sa inyo. But for today, this has been Marky in a very fine sunny day here in Boracay. I'm really hoping you are also here enjoying this with me. But soon, magkakaroon din tayo ng opportunities to be here. But should you wish to go here, maraming madali yung mga protocols na we're just gonna follow to go here. Pwede nyo i-try. Everything that you can find, search nyo lang. I'm telling you, sobrang dali. But for now, magpapatan na uli ako. Sorry na. This has been Marky and this has been Reiki with Marky. This is Marky always saying to keep trusting the process. Namaskaram.